Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
87454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So Breath of the Wild 2, doesn't happen often in Legend of Zelda games, but like an actual sequel.
Yeah.
Because usually it's like, oh, it's a totally different timeline with 10,000 different things. So this is an actual direct sequel. And from what they showed in the trailer, looks pretty cool. Again, it has the markings of Twilight Princess, a little bit of a Skyward Sword. So they're kind of going to probably mix that because you're up and... So what happened at the end? Are you in the sky now?
Okay, so what happened was, what I remember from the past trailer, you and Zelda, you're exploring, you find Ganon, original Ganon. You somehow bring him back to life.
Why?
Your hand gets all messed up because you were near it and your arm reacted to him. So it literally brought him back to life. And now things are floating in the sky, like literally castles in the sky. And you're going to have to solve the puzzle. I'm guessing maybe Zelda gets captured again. Ganon's brought back to life. I don't know.
But what happened to the whole, like, oh, you're going to play as Princess Zelda this time? And they just show gameplay. Like, I'm assuming gameplay footage, and it was all Link.
I don't know. Maybe it could be a co-op thing, or maybe
Certain sections.
Yeah, certain sections of the game. Like, maybe if you get to one of the parts of the castles in the sky that you'll switch
the puzzle,
to Zelda.
and you switch over to her.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Because I think that'd be fun to have that mechanic where they have different skills and different abilities, and they can do different things. But I do like this. Again, this is one of the, out of the whole Nintendo press conference, this is like the one game that was like, okay, that's the deal, Nintendo. That's what I'm wanting from Nintendo.
Right.
Don't mind all the RPGs, Fire Emblems, and all, the Rune Factories and all that stuff. That's fine and dandy, but I come to Nintendo for this.
Right. I did like the Octopath Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
That looked pretty good.
That looked pretty good. Also,
if you're a fan of Pikmin, you're going to get...
Yeah, see, but for me personally,
Yeah.
it's the Legend of Zeldas. It's the Mario. It's the big hitters. The Metroids that never going to happen.
Right.
Metroid Prime.
F-Zeros, they're never going to happen.
Metroid Prime 4, how long has it been now? How many E3s ago?
Oh, that was like almost 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Haven't seen nothing.
I'm personally still holding out for like an F-Zero because I love that game, but they'll never make another one. I don't know
It's
why.
so weird because there's nothing you do with the thing. Well, new graphics, better, more cars, crazier tracks. Come on.
Yeah, you're telling me there's not something you can do there.
There won't be a huge community for build the tracks.
Oh, yeah.
But with Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom, I'm very interested in the storylines of Legend of Zelda, but I always get my mind all muddled up because of all the different triple timelines. And that was like, 10 years ago was a triple timeline?
Right.
I don't even know what it is now.
Well, I personally feel like it kind of all got reset with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, and we're
anyways.
just starting all over Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, and then this way it'll be a lot easier because it looks like we're just going down.
Yeah, so we're going from 1 to 2? Okay, it's not in the past? Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a crazy thing, but...
The giant bird glider?
A giant bird glider, some type of like time flip back, like it looked like a piece of the castle was floating back up.
Yeah, back to where it was because you saw like a shadow of where it was.
Yeah.
So he was climbing and it was like, whoop. Like when Stimpy went up the fireball. That's what kind of made it. So, I like that. The thing about Breath of the Wild, the different weapons and everything, I just gotta refine that a little more.
Also, I actually want real dungeons that are a little bit different because I know like in Breath of the Wild there was a lot of repeats, a lot of like, oh, just beat this boss. Okay, well, fine.
I'm not saying I didn't mind where you had to get like the boulder and it was like the labyrinth game where you had to like tilt it, move it around. Okay.
Right, it was fun.
It was okay. It's just that we got to use different. I know it's like, oh, that's a new mechanic, and they force whatever new mechanic is into the puzzles. Just design good puzzles, regardless if it uses whatever funky motion control.
I think my highlight for the last Breath of the Wild is when they had like that moving castle and you got to go in it. That was cool.
See, there's a lot of spectacular
cool.
like scenes where it's like, boom, wow, that's like, because they take the time. It looks beautiful. I like the big open world. I like looking around. I like the different costumes you can put on. But there's certain things, Nintendo, we got to move on. Link needs to talk.
Yes,
that's
I
stupid.
want him to talk.
Link needs to be a real character. I know people say, oh, because you got to put yourself into the character's shoes. But it doesn't mean I don't talk.
Right. And also, not to be weird, you're playing a Legend of Zelda game, just give him the basic hero kind of arc or kind of like talking, because like who's gonna be Link and be a total a-hole?
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
I don't want to do this.
I don't want to pick what I say. I want to know what Link wants to say. No, I want to follow the story.
Right.
And just being the silent guy that just it got to be more than that. Come on, Nintendo.
And also, I know they tested the waters in Skyward Sword where you could at least pick what he said, but just give him a voice. I think it would finally be okay because Mario has a voice. Everyone, all their characters. Metroid,
even Zelda has a voice.
Sorry, Samus talks.
Yeah,
everyone talks.
Zelda talks. Everyone talks.
Everyone.
So
talks.
it's like, yeah, I know it was like a limitation in the past, but come on, we gotta get past. We gotta get past that. But I'm thinking, so I'm willing for new innovations because you always gotta have new stuff, right? What's gonna be the excuse why you go back down to no hearts? when you re-woke up Ganon, they like took all your powers.
Yeah, Ganon's gonna steal it.
It needs to be like Symphony of the Night. You're like an utter badass in the beginning of the game. Like you have all your gear, all your stuff, and then something happens, you lose everything.
Yeah,
because it makes no sense why you would lose everything.
Because it looked like your arm almost got like ripped out or like taken away. So I'm guessing that's where he'll probably steal all your
heart containers.
Your heart containers.
And your net. You bastard.
And all your endurance. Because
and your glass bottles.
Yeah.
and your cool tunics.
Yeah, and all your tunics.
So basically Ganon's just mugging you at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, he just steals all your junk. Look at me, I'm wearing all your clothes.
Oh, that's right, because he's going to have, like, because everyone built up a big, like, wardrobe.
Yeah, so he knows all your clothes.
It
should be like an ongoing gag where you're trying to go back to get your stuff, but something keeps happening where you can't get it. Like it's always something stupid, like I was getting all your clothes cleaned. Oh, they're not here anymore. So it's like there's all these dumb reasons why.
How bad would you be if like it's one of those like Majora Mask things where like, oh, I found all your stuff, but I gotta sell it back to you. And
yeah.
Like, or you do quest and crap. Like, oh, thanks a lot, Nintendo.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, yeah, but that was really tough for me to find this stuff, so you're going to do a couple chores for me, and it's like basically a leveling up thing again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I want to be able to play Zelda in some way, because that was like really hinted at in that first trailer.
Right, because they're both working together.
Yeah, so it's like, come on, I want there to be a thing where they work together, or you can be able to either jump between characters, or there'll be like co-op missions where you can go online and do a co-op mission. That'd be cool.
I would like that. Especially with the puzzles. I think that would be kind of a cool idea to kind of liven up the puzzles.
So I like that in Spirit Tracks.
Yeah.
Where you had that like that duality of the two characters. But yeah, again, this is Nintendo, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I agree. I think that'd be really good.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video really helps out a lot. It gets the video spread around more people get to see the videos, and we get to make more videos for you guys. So thank you, and we appreciate every single one of you guys.